The Salem Witch Trials, 1692. In 1692, the small Puritan town of Salem, Massachusetts, became the epicenter of one of the darkest chapters in American history. The town, gripped by fear and religious fervor, was torn apart by accusations of witchcraft. It all began with a group of young girls who, in a strange fit, claimed to be possessed by the devil. Their wild accusations sparked a frenzy, sending shockwaves throughout the community. Neighbors turned on neighbors, and a wave of paranoia swept through the streets. Accusations were based on flimsy evidence, spectral sightings, hearsay, and dreams. A mere whisper of suspicion was enough to condemn someone to trial. Those accused of witchcraft were often given the choice: confess and save their life, or deny the charge and face death. The fear of the unknown, the belief in a devilish plot to overrun the Puritan way of life, created a toxic environment where reason was drowned out by superstition. The accused were often women, but even men were caught in the witch hunt. One of the most infamous cases involved Sarah Good, a beggar woman who was accused of witchcraft and sent to trial. She was described as ill-tempered, a social outcast, and thus an easy target for the accusations. Another notorious figure was Tituba, a slave from the Caribbean, who was coerced into confessing to witchcraft, revealing a web of imaginary conspiracies in the process. Her confession fueled the hysteria, leading to even more trials. The trials reached a fever pitch, culminating in executions, as people were hanged or pressed to death under heavy stones. Yet, amidst the chaos, some voices began to speak out against the madness. Prominent figures like Reverend Increase Mather began to question the validity of the trials, urging the courts to stop the executions. But the damage had already been done. Dozens of lives were lost, and Salem's reputation was forever stained by the tragedy. By the end of 1692, the trials came to an abrupt halt, but not before they left a deep scar on the community. The Salem witch trials stand as a chilling reminder of the dangers of mass hysteria, the abuse of power, and the consequences of a society driven by fear and superstition. Help the channel grow by liking, sharing, and subscribing.